Hey guys, what's up? So in today's video, we're gonna look at the possibility of Guts getting a demon and his armor upgraded. And this is very important because it goes towards the ending of the Berserk series and how Guts can possibly defeat the God Hand. And this is going to be one of many series where we break down the different weapons and equipment Guts uses and see how that may help him defeat the God Hand later on. So stay tuned for more. Alright, so we are looking into the possibility that Guts is going to get a new armor upgrade, which will also coincide with his demonic aura upgrade as well. We know that Guts has the demon dog resided inside him, and right now he is at Hanar, the blacksmith, or the dwarven blacksmith. Hanar was able to activate Guts' armor at the end of chapter 361, and we saw that Guts' armor is about to be activated with the demon dog residing inside of it. Now, Skull Knight is there as well as Shirike, so they may be able to subdue the demon, but the fact that the demon is going to be allowed to reveal himself is very telling, because we have not seen the demon out and about when there's no battling going on. And from what we understood, if the armor is activated in such a manner, the wearer of the armor will fight until the last drop of blood is spilled. So right now, there's no enemies abound. But what will happen, once the armor is activated? Will Guts start attacking the Wicker Men outside, or would the Wicker Men automatically start attacking him? Or would he start fighting SK and everyone in the cave? We're still waiting to see what happens. But the fact that this activation happens shows that Hanar, or the dwarven blacksmith, understands the power of the armor and understands how the ode can be utilized to make the wearer, pretty much a monster to be reckoned with. And if that's the case, he must also understand that Guts needs control of this being in order to have a fighting chance against the apostles and threats he will be facing later on. So when we look at the armor, we know that the armor has been sealed off somewhat by Flora, because she said that if the armor is allowed to be at full capacity, it would destroy the person's psyche. And that's why she wrote all those symbologies and stuff inside the armor itself. So that, assuming that's the case, that means Skull Knight back in the day possibly wore the armor at full capacity, which made him into a fighting monster until the last drop of blood was spilled. When we look at it that way, the armor is a much tamer version of the one Skull Knight would have worn. But in order for Guts to actually have a fighting chance against the powerful beings known as the God Hand, he would need the full power of the armor. And this is why I'm saying, in order for the armor to be fully upgraded, Guts will need to upgrade his demon too. And in the sense of upgrading the demon, what I mean by that is that Guts will need to have full control over his demonic aura. And I know this is weird to say, but he will have to embrace his dark side, and I don't know how he would do that yet, because every encounter they've had has been one of violence or one of him hurting Casca or others, and he always loses himself in the armor and everything. But with Shirike there, and maybe with the new witch that she brought along, maybe they can help Guts, go into a dream sequence where he could have a conversation or fight against his demonic aura, and then by doing so, he is able to quail the monster inside him. And I believe that this, talking will allow the armor to evolve again, because we saw that when Guts first put on the Berserk armor, the armor evolves to face the manifestation of the wearer in the soul, right? So the armor looked like Skull Knight a little bit before. When Guts put on the armor's helmet changed to that of a demonic dog. And then maybe there's another version where the armor could evolve into something much more potent. And it's really interesting to see this, because, at first I was there thinking we will see Hanar, tempering the armor and doing all these things, but maybe not, because the armor is kind of organic. It's able to evolve as needed. So that's something I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for Hanar to work on the armor to make it more potent. And maybe that in itself is a mission that Guts can do to cleanse his soul. But let's look at some facts that we saw in the series itself. Prior to the events of the eclipse, this demonic dog entity did not exist, or at least we did not see anything like this within Guts. After the eclipse, Guts got this manifestation of this apostle-like being inside him, right? And this essence is now able to become a part of Guts' psyche by using the armor as a physical conduit. So there is something tied to it, because again, Hanar knew to strike the armor and he was like, okay, let's see what this is about then. So based on that, Guts may have to go on a mission within the Elven lands to find some materials to help temper the armor to another level as well, to help it evolve fully. Because again, as I stated earlier, and as we've seen in this series, the armor is not at full power. And I honestly believe that the armor is one of the major keys in allowing Guts to defeat the God Hand. And again, based on what we saw with Skull Knight's armor, and now that we know that the pair are pretty close, and you know, they resemble, and they were made by the same person, that means that Guts' armor and capabilities may, you know, go well beyond what we've seen so far. So with our evolved version, he may have superior strength, speed, who knows, the ability to fly possibly, we don't know, or the ability to take on a beastly form which allows him greater physical prowess against his enemies. And you know, there's a lot of things we could cover in the armor, but I honestly believe that we are in for an upgrade, and in order for the upgrade to occur, Guts needs to gain control over his demonic form. So, you know, that's it for this video. You guys tell me what you think and comment below. Do you guys think Guts will take on a new demonic form? Will he embrace his inner demon and gain power and control over it? And if that happens, what can happen to the armor next? Will the armor evolve to look different? Will Guts get a new arm where it's a head of a dog like Voltron? Well, the head of a lion? Yeah, you guys comment and tell me what you guys think. And thank you for watching these videos. Next video we'll be covering is the Dragon Slayer. What type of upgrades we can expect on that. So look forward to that video and take care.